welcome to You Wouldn't.
No, bro, you got to start with a song.
Oh, yeah.
Killing me softly with this pod. One time. Killing me softly
with this podcast.
with this pod. Killing me
Welcome.
softly.
It's You Wouldn't.
It's on a Friday, baby.
Woo!
Happy Friday, cunts.
T-G-I-F-T-G.
It's Friday then. It's Saturday, Sunday, what? It's Friday then. It's Saturday. Remember that guy who was dancing outside the car? Classic.
Doing welcome.
So, you might be wondering, why is this podcast out on a Friday, not a Thursday? You might be wondering, why didn't you give us more notice? I'll put my hand up for that part. Probably should have put a post out a bit bit earlier than Thursday morning.
Actually, no, you know what?
I will say Kyle also has access to the socials. I will say so does Will, but he's never once logged in.
I've logged in before, then I got logged out. And I'd like to say this. I think this is going to be all about accountability right now, because I'm going to throw my hand up and say, last minute I got invited to what could have potentially been quite an important
Or
event.
could have been life-changing.
Yeah. So I messaged the group chat the day before and I say, hey guys, so sorry. Can we just do an hour earlier?
It was a group, like what the event was for people who have been circed to get their hoods back on.
Yes, I
That's
was
what it
looking
was.
into the possibility.
To get his hood back.
So I messaged the group chat. I said, hey guys,
Hoods and Hoods tour.
sorry if this is annoying. Can we start at 3 o'clock on Wednesday instead of 4? Just to give myself some extra time. Thomas Tobler, our chief executive, no worries. Pat Clifton, doesn't bother me, lad. I went, sweet. I even texted Pat, sorry for the fuck around, bruh. And then I just continued
I
shopping.
said, bro, don't worry about it, lad.
No, you don't know your direct words were? Doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah, there you go.
I start
a
finishing
fuck.
my shopping. A few white chia seeds. 12 pack of Up and Goes.
What flavour?
Choc ice.
Energized?
No, I don't like the energized.
Can I tell you a little hack?
Yeah.
Freeze your Up and Goes and then eat it with a spoon like
Really?
ice. Oh, dude, I haven't done it in so long. I got to do that. I got to text Tiana and say, put it on the shopping list, please.
Another thing I got was Cocoa Pops checks. Was a bit of a surprise. Now, I can see it in his face. He's waiting for the moment where we bring up Kyle.
Yeah.
Because Kyle obviously has an important thing. He's got university. He says, sorry, I have something till 3:45. Valid.
Yeah. No worries.
Let's just do Thursday morning and release Thursday
We
afternoon.
we agreed we'll listen. If that's the only option, we'll record a double Thursday because Friday's off the cards because Kyle's going to play golf.
Yeah, so we can't do Friday.
So we can't do Friday, which we normally record Wednesdays, Fridays. So at the moment, it's Wednesday, Thursday this week. Will can't because of his thing. No worries. Will's the biggest star here.
No, sorry, but let me just rephrase.
That's okay.
Sorry, let me just say something. It wasn't that I just wanted to do an hour earlier.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, and we
Just an
couldn't
hour
make it
earlier.
happen. And that no fault to Kyle, he had university, you know what I mean?
3:45.
He studies a degree that he hates, and that's okay. So it gets to Thursday, we'll do a double. And that's okay. Sometimes not the best. In fact, I highly despise double records, if I'm
Now,
honest.
Thomas Tobler says to us, we can start at 9 a.m.
Yeah.
Well, we say, hey, we've got a meeting. We could push it back.
Which a meeting that,
Could change the world.
I'm not even kidding, could change the way sales are done forever.
Just we're on the brink.
And you might be thinking, yeah, boys, you've said this before. No. You keep it down, cunt.
Keep it down.
Because the fucking Great Wall of China wasn't built overnight. You know what they tried to do before the Great Wall of China? They tried to put a wired fence there. Didn't work.
Fuck no.
Then they tried to put a string fence there. Didn't work. And they eventually thought, fuck it, let's do brick. And it worked. Did you know that?
No, but can I be real?
It's not true.
Would have been my first. Yeah, I was going to say brick would have been my first choice.
Yeah.
Regardless, they
Maybe
nailed that in one
sandstone
go.
back in that day. But not everything happens overnight. Anyway. Lost my train of thought.
Kyle Sapono says I can't.
Can't do Thursday
Again.
morning now.
Why is that?
No, you said you wanted to do Thursday from 12.
Yeah, because there's a live stream. If you didn't know, Hello Sport do a live stream on Thursday nights. We have to be out of here by a certain time. So we're like, no worries. We'll come straight from our meeting. Straight in. Kyle goes, fuck. Can't do that either. Playing paddle tennis.
Paddleball.
Paddleball, by the way,
Paddleball.
being the sport that we introduced him to and didn't even bait an invite to.
Will showed me, I showed Kyle. He's real down the pecking order.
But you guys suck.
So
We don't suck.
Kyle moves our Friday record so we can go play golf. No worries, Kyle. You're a hard worker, mate.
A work commitment.
Throw our whole week out. That's okay. You're allowed
That's
to do
fine.
that every
Pat
once
just
in a while.
commutes an hour and a half up to 2 hours.
Then it gets to Thursday, can't do that paddle tennis. In fact, can't do Wednesday uni. So there's 3 excuses from Kyle.
Wait, I actually moved paddleball to earlier so we can do this now, and it's all worked out.
Well, it's not all worked out because we've got about however many thousands of people.
But that's on you still.
Why?
The whole reason why the podcast is not out this morning was because
you couldn't do
Because
3
of you.
o'clock. It's because you couldn't do 3 o'clock.
Let me read some things of how this has ruined people's day.
Shit, dude.
This
My
feels
kids
like
are
Betrayal.
crying now. Thanks, boys. There are kids, innocent kids at that.
Crying.
Crying
Will
because
when
they
you're
can't
doing-
hear
don't
me
look
and
at
Will
me,
say
mate.
cunt, fuck, ass,
Look at
titties,
Will.
boobies, clits. Little kids.
I'll take a small 15% of the blame.
No.
And you can take the other 85.
Too late, you'll be hearing from my lawyer. So now we're in a lawsuit.
Now we're getting sued.
Now we're in a fucking lawsuit. So now I'm depressed. Thanks, lads. We're meant to be putting smiles on people's
Depression
faces.
is a horrific nightmare of an illness.
So now I have to rearrange my schedule. Paul Ella Gutschlag, but it's my
Gutslag.
birthday.
Okay, Ella Gutslag sounds like someone that does anal.
Yeah.
She's a gut slag.
Now it's poor Ella's fucking birthday today, so happy birthday to you. I'm sorry there wasn't a podcast up for you.
Happy birthday, Ella. I hope you go around and freaking get gut slagged.
Why have you ruined my day? And then you stumble across a comment.
No.
Someone different from the rest. After getting slandered and pounded, after, it hurts to have these words said about you. Mustafa Muhammad comments.
No way.
Thanks for giving us the heads up, lads. And don't worry, guys. It's not the end of the world.
Dude.
Just
it's
a
not
little
the
bit
end
of
the world.
reassurance. And someone said, Mustafa, how are you so chill? People are like, Mustafa, it's the end of the world. Look, I'm a bit upset and disappointed as much as you ladies are.
No.
But I didn't want to go too hard on Tilly, Charlotte, or the boys for the matter.
Oh.
Because I don't like to think about things that are negative. I just want to think about the positives because I'm more of a positive, chill person rather than a negative person.
Can
Now,
we
to everyone else,
get that stitched on a blanket and hung up
can
there?
somebody send that as a quote for us and frame it?
Please.
Because take a little bit of Mustafa's positivity in this world, please. What an outlook to have on life.
Dude.
You know what I mean?
I wish I could
And
feel
I've
like
said
that.
it before, I'll say it again. He is a nominee for You Winner of the Year 2025.
Potentially the only nominee the way you fucks were reacting.
And I tell you what, as it stands, he's got my vote.
He's got mine.
He's got my fucking vote. Anyway, so little bit of fuckery aroundery, no matter who's to blame. Certainly wasn't me, never is. And the show goes on.
And thank you all for being here. And to start things off, I'd just like to say, I don't really know what I'd like to say.
Well, I want to see Kyle. Who'd you play paddle tennis with, mate?
Jack, Falcon, and Max.
So 2 of the people that I played it for the first time
Hang
with,
on a
that I
second.
discovered it with.
Also,
Hang on a
was
sec.
in-
Are you in the group chat on Instagram?
Yeah.
Okay, here's another thing
Yeah.
that's fucked.
I
Okay,
made-
okay,
oh my
okay. This
God.
is fucked. So paddle tennis, right? It's hard to organise because you want 4 people.
Paddleball.
Paddleball. Who gives a fuck what it's called? I'll shove
Fuck it.
I'll shove a paddleball up your ass next time you play without us. So I've got a tennis group chat, right? And it's about 20 people. And every so often, someone will throw in anyone keen for a game of tennis, right? And more often than not, you'll get numbers because it's such a big group. You might only get 4, 5, 6, whatever. So I was like, we should do the same with paddleball. Make a group chat. It slowly grows over time because you bring someone they enjoy, you add them to the group chat, and eventually you're almost guaranteed a game because there's that many people in the group. When you want to do it, someone's going to be up for a game.
You message in the group. I specifically made the group for that. And it was
So
Pat's
I want to
idea.
know, has someone gone behind our back and organised a game of paddle tennis without our knowing?
I may be in a WhatsApp group chat.
Who's in the WhatsApp?
Who started it?
I think Jack started.
Call him
but it's
right
just
now.
Jack who?
Which one?
Sapono.
Call him right
No,
now.
don't call him. But the problem is when there's that many people in the group.
That many?
And-
There was 8 of us.
Yeah, but 4 people can only play.
Yeah, that's why you
So
need
some
more.
people
That's
miss
why
out.
you need a big...
That's
Some
why you
people
need
miss
Sorry,
more.
I'm furious.
Because not everyone
but
can make it.
No, but the problem is now
I'm
this.
fucking furious.
Now everyone wants to play because everyone's addicted. So
Yeah, but not everyone's
there.
available.
Well, in this case, there was 4 people available. 4 people wanted to play, and we played.
And we couldn't have played 6 and rotated.
No,
Why?
be unfair
On what? On who?
on you guys.
What do you mean? Why? Because we're terrible. We're so bad at
Yes.
the sport. Like, we can't play the
Yes.
sport. Like, what are you trying to say?
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say.
But you're not that good at the sport, mate. You think you're some sort of beast. I'm pretty
Not
pissed.
calling.
I've tried twice. We'll wait. We'll get a response. But it's not fair. It's not good enough. I made the fucking Instagram group chat. And you're not pissing me off even more? No one said a word in that Instagram group chat. And I thought I'd bring in a bunch of...
Liam did.
Liam did. You know what Liam said? Liam said, excited to play one time.
Mr. He's a nice guy.
He's the fucking nicest guy in the world.
You know?
But to introduce you to the sport,
You know, I might send a message into that group chat right now.
yeah, I think send a nice message. Send a voice message.
That's exactly what I'm going to do.
Send a fucking voice message.
Paddle.
I'm fucking
everyone.
pissed off.
It's come to me and Will's attention
It's bullshit.
that we've actually been betrayed and gone behind our back, and there's in fact a WhatsApp group for paddle tennis that we don't know about. So while you all sat here and fucking acted like this was a grand idea that we've made this group chat, you're all giggling at the fact that you've got a separate WhatsApp without me and Will. So we appreciate it, and you can all go fuck yourselves. Sincerely, your daddy.
Forwarded. I'm being fucking forwarded to voicemails. Wow. What? I've never felt
So
like...
I'm in an argument with this cunt trying to buy my car.
Can you tell me about it?
He's like low blow. He's offered me $5,000 less than I want, and he's getting the shit
Oh,
that I'm
here
not
we go.
accepting it.
Hi, Jack.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Thank you.
Put the rest on speaker. I know they're with you.
No, nah. I'm with Chloe. What do you want from me? Are
You're a
freaking
fucking
English?
turncoat weasel, mate.
I'm
You
not a weasel. I
you
didn't-
You're
little
a fucking traitorous
weasel, mate.
coward.
You're about as good as that fucking parking ranger, mate.
I got invited to play paddle.
Where? In what group chat?
Are you going, Chloe? Home. I'm at home.
In what group
In-
chat?
Just privately messaged. I got privately messaged.
Bullshit, because Kyle said he messaged a chat, so
There's
you're fucking
there's
lying.
a WhatsApp group.
So you're fucking lying. So what is it? Were you messaged individually or were you messaged in a chat?
Well, it started off individually, and then we had to make a new chat because it was a new group of people that got invited to play paddle, and we all accepted to play it. It was as simple as that.
That's not what I heard. So you've told a completely separate story.
But I was actually thinking of inviting you to the next paddle.
Oh, thank you for thinking. For thinking of inviting the person that discovered the sport with you. Thanks.
That's unbelievable.
Enjoy it, mate, because karma comes around, cunt. Talk to me about the car person. before I freaking blow a fuse. Actually, the thing I'm going to tell after this is going to it's going to cause you to have a heart attack.
Right, so this guy's offered me $5,000 under what I wanted for it, right? And I said, no chance. Just no chance. And he goes, mate, surely you're joking. That's generous. It's a good offer, champ. And I said, no chance. And he goes, fuck, mate, you're acting like you're selling a Rolls Royce. It's a fucking Lexus, champ. And I said, and you're the one who wants it, you dickhead. If you can't afford it, it's no stress. And he's just gone, mate, there's a reason it's been up for so fucking long, dickhead. It's a car for my little sister. You're fucking dreaming if you think you're going to get what you want for it. Take what you can get.
How much are you asking for it?
$8,000.
He's offered you $3,000.
He's offered me $3,000. And he's calling me the champ and the dickhead. Okay, sweet. Didn't realise it was for a first car. Sure, I'll sell it for that.
And then what are you going to say back?
I just said, okay, sweet. Didn't realise it was for a first car. Sure, I'll sell it for that.
And then what are you going to go back to him saying?
Probably just send him a photo of my cock. Saying, suck on this, you fucking idiot. You fuck pig. Like, just fuck off, bro. If I say no, I say no.
If he offered you 5, would you take it?
No.
Wow, so you're going for it.
Fuck no. Bro, this cunt could offer me 10 right now and say, you can go get fucked. You know what
No,
I mean?
you wouldn't.
You can go get fucked. You know what? I'm going to say, where you live? I'll meet you in some fucking area, bro, and I'll send him half an hour away and be like, there you go, you dickhead.
So, can I talk about something?
This shit pisses me off, bro. People like this infuriate me.
No.
If you don't want to buy it, then just don't buy it, bro. You made your fucking offer, your POV, and you couldn't afford it. And that's fine, mate. No stress off my back, no stress of yours. Keep looking.
No. Not to do...
You know what I mean?
Something happened to me last week at a food shop. I'm not going to say where, genuinely. I'm not going to say where. It was... Why is Willie laughing so much? I'm looking at the pack getting pissed off. Oh, right.
Does that not piss you off? What
I thought
shithole do you
Willie's
live
planned
in?
something.
Your mum's house. I feel like this is that Will texting me or something?
Is it actually?
Yeah. Oh, no way! Dickhead, bro. Oh, my God. Oh, fucking
That
hell.
is so
What,
funny.
how?
I saw the ad on car sales.
Don't I have your number?
This is the studio phone.
Oh,
my
my God, bro.
God.
That's so good.
I wish I didn't say anything.
What shithole do you live in? That is so fucking funny.
Oh, my God.
Oh, that's classic. That's a good one from you, Willie.
That's so
That was
funny.
infuriating me, bro. Just fuck off. If you
Dude.
just
That's
fuck
so
off.
good. So I went to a place to get food, right?
But I would sell it for 7, just so you know.
All right, 7. It's going for 7, everyone. I went to this place to get food, and when I am on my own, I'm listening to music with my earphones in.
Corded.
Corded earphones. Is anyone with me on that?
No, I've got the big headphones over the top.
But do you have headphones on?
When?
I walked in to buy some food.
If I go to the shops and that, I'll generally put on headphones, yeah.
Yeah,
Because
so-
I find it quite overstimulating.
It's a takeaway food place. I like to just listen to music. I walk in, take my headphones out when I talk to the person, put them back in, I'm on my phone, and then person calls my name and I grab it, right? Took my earphones out. Hey, mate, can I please grab this, and that? And he goes, yeah, no worries. Sure. And this guy, I've always had thoughts on this bloke.
So where are you at?
I'm at a local shop.
You're at a Char Grills.
Maybe a Char Grills, maybe not. You know what? It's not a Char Grills. I can actually cross that off the list quite confidently. I don't want to say because there's only one of the place.
Okay.
Anyway, so I've got my earphones in and I'm going like that and I'm watching this person make my food. And you know when you can tell when they're bagging it? Okay, I reckon that's mine. So anyway, I kind of take one last look and then I am on my phone, I'm listening to music, whatever. And then I kind of go off my phone and I'm looking around and I'm like, okay, I guess it wasn't my food, and I kind of look over, and the guy's kind of standing there like at the counter, kind of looking at me. And then I kind of like made eye contact with him, and he was kind of giving me the look of like, you know, when a teacher's waiting for you to stop talking. And I kind of looked at him, and I was paused, and I took my earphones out, and he was like, "Yep, I'm not going to bother calling if you've got your earphones in."
No, he did not say that.
Dude, I was like completely dumbfounded.
He did not say
He
that.
completely gagged me to the point. I was like, he's like, "It's your food, mate. So I'm not allowed to wear earphones."
Yeah.
He goes, "I'm not going to bother calling your name out if you have it." But as if
Also,
it was like
you
a
haven't got
patronizing
these-
teacher.
You haven't got these fucking huge noise cancelling
I have
things
little
like...
fucking Apple earpods. He goes, "Yep, not going to bother calling your name if
that
you got
would
your music in,
shit
mate."
me, bro.
And you know what? I want to add it to a list of things. I'm going to... These are situations called, I'm so glad for their sake it didn't happen to Pat. Not that you would have kicked off.
No, I wouldn't have done anything. Yeah, I wouldn't have done anything.
But I wanted to go, "You're fucking
I, would
right,
have been
mate."
like, I just would have been like, that's a bit fucking weird, mate. Oh, that's a weird choice to make.
I wanted to just go like this. I wanted to just go, "Really?" I would have heard you.
Should have.
But I just went, "Oh, sorry, thanks."
You should have,
And
bro.
took the fucking bag.
You should have.
"Oh, sorry. So sorry. Thank you so much for the food. I'm so sorry. I'm such an idiot. I'm so sorry. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to eat. I'm so sorry. I'm so dumb.
You should
I'm
have
such a dummy. I'm so
You should have
sorry."
been like, bro, that's weird, cunt. You know what I mean?
I should have gone like this. I should have gone, "I'll be putting you in a bag later. A fucking body bag, you gimp. Because I'm going to beat the shit out of you.
Yeah, boy.
Because I'm tough, cunt."
Hell yeah, boy.
Anyway,
Hell yeah.
clearly I'm not tough enough.
Kyle, I've just sent you something. If you can get it up on the big screen. Now, these are a list of names that I believe, I don't know who's the judge of this.
They're banned in Australia.
Did you know Australia has officially banned 89 baby names? So you're not allowed to call your baby these. Now, I haven't seen the list. But I'm curious as to what, firstly, why did this need to be in? Like, are people calling their kids ridiculous names that we have to ban them? Ban names in Australia. Adolf Hitler. Fair enough. Can't argue with that one. Admiral?
I like the name
What's
Admiral.
wrong with Admiral? What's wrong with Admiral?
I think it's almost like it's almost like if the word Mister, like Commissioner, Commander, because you can't be like a
Constable,
title.
brother. Yeah, right. Anzac, Australia.
Wait, I really
not
like
Baron?
I like the first name Bishop, because again, these are all titles. Captain.
Yeah, right. Okay. This isn't as interesting as I thought.
No, keep going.
What about Bonghead?
Bonghead.
Yeah, Bonghead's
Oh,
gone.
fuck. See, but like, why do you need does someone name their kid Bonghead? Like, who's even thought to put that on the list?
Someone, I reckon.
Because otherwise, wouldn't you just put like Kitty Fiddler on
Okay,
there? You know what I mean?
on
Like,
the next
someone's
one-
obviously named their kid Bonghead.
On the next one, go to the next one, and let's see, like, if you had to be called one of these, what would you be called? Cyanide, you're not allowed. Dalai Lama, obviously. Dickhead.
Why not Dalai Lama? You can't ban someone from being named Harry Potter.
Dude.
Or IKEA.
Honor is a cool
Honor's
name.
a great name. A great name.
Would you call I'd call a girl Honor.
Yeah, I like that. If I had to change my name right now off this lift, I would go Cyanide.
Really?
Yeah, because remember Cyanide and Happiness, the cartoon?
How much do you like noodles? I changed my name to Honor. That's so sick.
Or Duke. Actually, Duke's a bit of like a frat boy. Yeah, Honor's
Duke's
cool.
like, I'm going to fucking spike a drink. I
Yeah.
don't like that.
And with his sweater over his
Yeah,
shoulders.
yuck.
Kyle's
And his
mates.
dad gets him off.
Kyle's mates.
Literally Kyle's
Yeah.
mates. You can't be called Ned Kelly.
Come on. Fun fact. Our
Pat-
mate Shep's related to him.
You would like the name King. Oh, sorry, Justice.
Bit of a stripper name.
Yeah, Justice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a GTA stripper name. But see,
Majesty's cool.
Lord, what about
No, it's all titles. Messiah.
marijuana? Marshall?
Medicare.
Wait, hang on a second. Marshall. I know plenty of Marshall. What about Marshall Mathers?
Who?
Eminem.
No, Marshall with one L. Maybe you have to have two L's.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Medicare. But I mean, like, what my point is,
Saint? You can't be called Saint?
you can't be called Nutella. Like, my point is, why did we need to make a list? You know what I mean? Like, were these common occurring names? Semen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, no one's named their kid semen or scrotum. Why have Australia felt the need to come out and say these are illegal? It's top comment. Chief Queef still available. You know? Like, isn't it just a ridiculous thing?
I think they're just outlining some names.
I understand Pope and things like that, right?
Kyle would be... Imagine Kyle was on there.
But, like, no one's called their kid Osama bin Laden, bro.
Terrorist.
Shithead. Like, no one's named their kid Shithead or Virgin or Socceroos.
But honestly,
why have Australia felt
if
the
there's
need to do
anything,
this?
it's for people like you, Pat, that would go a little bit out there and you got to stay
Name my
within the
kid
lane.
Osama bin Laden.
Yeah, or London or something like that.
London's not on the list. I just think that's a bit bizarre by Australia.
Yeah, it is a bit bizarre by Australia.
And it's a weird list, like Nutella's on there, so you can go call Biscoff, can you? You know what I mean? Like, is it just a weird thing, like how they've come up with this?
What do you think, Kyle?
I reckon that companies would pay to have their name on there, don't you think? Like, it's not like they obviously can't put every name of everything on there. But like things like iMac and IKEA.
So you reckon they've patented almost?
Yeah.
Yeah, that some companies would have surely, right?
Wow, that's a great way to think of it. But really, are you paying just to not call your cunt Nutella?
Yeah, yuck.
Know what I mean? Like, I don't
Nutella's
know.
that yum, bro, as well.
Nutella's the best spread ever made.
It's so
not.
good.
It's not a debate. I hate this Biscoff Nutella debate. Bro.
Biscoff's disgusting.
Nah, Biscoff's good. Don't get me wrong, but like,
No, it's not.
nothing
Biscoff's not good as a
comes
spread.
close to a bit of Tip Top or Wonder White bread,
Oh.
and I'm talking dollops and
I'm actually going to get some
dollops
after
of
this.
Nutella, bro.
Can I say one
There's
thing?
not many better snacks in the world, lad.
I think everyone in the world should all the time be striving to do their best and always trying to tackle their next goals.
My next goal is a
Except
10K run.
Nutino. Give up.
What's that?
It's the Nutella rival, Nutino.
The Audi brand or something?
No, it's like a proper brand, but I look at it and I go, give up.
Give up.
One time I cried because my mum bought Nutino instead of Nutella. I
Really?
burst into tears. I went, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Nutino shit.
Yeah, that's fucked.
Yuck.
Can't be doing that. You can't be doing that.
No, it's fucking disgusting. You're going 10K.
Yeah, 10K is my next goal.
When do you hit that?
7 weeks.
Fuck that, bro. So you're going to run 5Ks all the time now?
Yeah, I did a 5K 2 days ago, but not at that pace. So I'm using the runner app now, and it like tells you. So like my 5K the other day was like 1.5 Ks at conversational pace, which is like no faster than like 7-minute kilometers, and then like 3.5 Ks at like 6:30 kilometers. Like it tells you what to do.
Yeah.
Whereas the 5K I did, I just like fucking ran as fast as I could.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's a bit more.
I can't run
maintained.
it all. I've been really enjoying the gym, though. I've been going to the gym. I've gone to the
Nice,
gym every
brother.
day this week, except for this week.
Nux.
But you know why? I saw this video of myself that this like podcast posted, like a clip of me, and I looked at myself and I was like, fuck, is that what I look like? I was like, I got to start grinding.
I think you look good.
Like,
But
no-
you did look really good when you were grinding.
Yeah. But like, no, I looked at myself and I was just like, oh my, like I almost cried. And I was like, I'm going to the gym every day now. So that's what it's been. And it's been fun. I like it. There's a great feeling in the air. Just,
At the SFS?
yeah, you go for it. You get there at 11 o'clock when all the dorks are at work and you just kind of vibe.
But SFS is always the rich ones who don't really have to work as well.
Yeah. There's this guy that works there that I'm convinced hates me so much. Because every time he looks at me like, you're a fucking stupid little ranger, aren't you?
Really?
Yeah, he's just got this. But like,
Is he a personal trainer?
yeah, he's one of the trainers there.
Yeah,
but like,
okay.
he literally has never done a single thing that would ever indicate that. And I guarantee you, he doesn't even know that I exist.
Yeah.
But every time he looks in my direction,
I
I'm
get
like,
that.
oh, he's making fun of me. He fucking hates me, this guy.
I get that. I got that the other night. I got home from somewhere and I was like, that person just does not like me. And
From where? Where'd you get home from?
And we were just, I probably won't say, but we were just like chatting and everything was great. We've got along really well, but for some reason something just clicked in my mind. I was like, I really think that person doesn't like me, and I convinced myself they don't.
Isn't it so weird?
And
You're
there's
why
no
do they
reason.
like
And then
me?
I was picturing them. Then I go as far as them like, I'm like, fuck, I wonder what they're saying about me right now.
Dude.
You know what I mean? And they're like, they're not even thinking of you, mate. Like, they don't care. You know?
Care. It hit me. I was like, dude, this motherfucker hates. Like,
It's a bad
hates me.
feeling.
But then
eh?
it's such a weird thought. Like, why do you hate me, bro? What side of you
Where
have
do we
I
start?
shown? What side of myself have I shown you that no one else has seen, or vice versa, that other people have seen that they like?
Maybe your outfit choice.
Today's not great, is it?
I don't mind today,
The Minions.
but I've seen your gym get up. They're quite they're quite unlikable.
I don't think so.
You wear a Dragons shirt that's 3 sizes too small, and like bright orange shorts.
No, I don't.
You've worn that to the gym before.
I wear my short grey shorts and just like a Chelsea top.
Chelsea.
what I
Have Arsenal won the comp?
No, they got fucking knocked out.
Oh, Liverpool won it.
Yeah, Liverpool won the
Good
Prem.
on 'em.
Yeah, good on them.
Speaking of sport, I'm going to get Cole to get up some highlights right now. I want to know your take on this.
Here we go.
All right, so Broncos played the Rabbits the other night, and Broncos were the favourites, and they were winning, I think, 14-0 at halftime.
40.
14.
Okay, yeah.
Like, they were pretty dominant. Like, I think I went to bed at halftime. Like, yeah, they've got it. You know, like they're
14
in
though,
control.
that's not that much.
Yeah, but just the way the game was and their team compared to South still have injuries. You know what I
Right,
mean? It was
okay,
just
yeah,
kind of like, I don't know. I just got the vibe. I was like, yeah, they're pretty much home. Like, anyway, Latrell Mitchell, who's a beast, steps up, kicks like a fucking 50-meter field. You'll get it on the highlights. Kicks a field goal to put him in front, like a 2-point field goal to put him in front. But then he did something at the end of the game that I want to get your thoughts on.
I'm going to love it. If he's showboating or doing something fucked, I'm always for that. I'm always for fuck the fans, bro. Give him the fucking all the shit you want. Too bad Kyle can't get the highlights up. All good.
I did message him 5 minutes ago for a warning as well. Just to be
Really?
like, hey, lad, this is coming up.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I don't check my phone during recordings, mate.
Bullshit, mate. You check your phone just in case you get a fucking other invite to paddleball. I could not believe.
I can't believe there's another group chat going on.
I feel
It's
so
just
bad
us
because I
four
sent.
organising that game.
I
And
can't
the game-
believe
and
there's
a
another
couple
group
other
chat
games.
going on.
I sent a tirade of abuse to Jack Steele because he said Jack and Falcon, but he's in Los Angeles, so I just had to text him and
Let's
say,
play tomorrow.
I said, sorry, brah, that wasn't for
play?
you.
Fuck no, you can't play.
I got golf
Unless
anyway.
we need numbers.
I got golf.
Yeah, I'll
Have
play
fun,
tomorrow.
mate. It's meant to be torrential fucking rain, so you have fun at the golf.
Still,
Have fun at
enjoy
the golf,
paddle,
mate. With those fucking losers we played with last time.
No,
Who
it's
were
not
they?
that. It's just like a producer's day, I think. Yeah, go to here. So it's 14 all. Look, he just walks. That's from halfway. Bang. Nails it, right?
Wow.
Nails it to make it 16-14. Just walks away, cold as anything. Shrell in his prime.
Yeah,
You know
go.
what I mean? Origin Shrell.
In his beard daddy era.
With 2 minutes to go. So this is the final pause. Final play of the game. 2 seconds to go. So this is it.
Yeah.
So he's about to take a knee, just be like, game over. So they play the ball, game's over, what's the point? And then he just burrows over and scores
Hilarious.
after everyone thinks they've like given up
Hilarious.
and celebrates. What do you think of that?
10 out of 10.
Go back one more time.
Hilarious. That
So
is
he
a full-on 10 out of 10.
He takes the knee. And then he just burrows over
10.
and scores, bro.
I love him.
Hilarious, eh?
There's no rule in the rule book that you can't do that.
No, not at all.
Funny
My only rebuke would be if he took a knee there and then one of the Broncos players came over and just flogged
smacked
him.
him.
I feel like if he would have got up and been like, no issue, fair enough. But I feel like he might have been like, oh, what the fuck? Like, that's a bit, what's the go there? But if he could come out and confidently be like, honestly, if one of the Broncos players came and completely fucking whacked me, I would have copped it on the chin and be like, fair enough, I conceded the tackle. So fair. And then if they started walking off the field and he just dove over.
No, that's fine. You
Fine.
got to do that.
Like I
bro.
said, I think it's hilarious. As long as he would have been fine with getting smoked if
Absolutely
he just took the
pumped.
knee. Yeah.
Yeah, but getting pumped is a bit different to just scoring a little point.
No, but it's got to go both ways too. Like there was one. Is this interesting to you? Do you want to see someone get fucking fed at the end of a game?
I'd love to see someone get fed. While you get that up,
Look up Reece Walsh versus Joseph Tarpany tackle.
I went to Brisbane to do the comedy festival there. And it's famously known as being like a good festival, like people enjoy themselves, like the comedians are treated really well. Well, I did the worst show of my entire life and I bombed.
Really?
I bombed to silence. I've never done a show to absolute silence. And I want to put you in the position of doing a show to silence.
Okay.
So when we watch this clip, I would like you to perform stand-up to me, Willie, Kyle, and Totes. And we can't say anything.
All right. So watch this
But we're
first.
gonna be
Though. So this is the end of the game. Reece Walsh have been carving them up, and then this is the end of the game. He just like conceded, and this guy just comes across behind. He's like, "Nah, fuck you." You've
Yeah,
been
brilliant.
carving us up, and just absolutely fed him. You know, so it's got to go both ways.
I'd pump Reece
You know?
Walsh, but I'd pump it in his fucking wussy.
Oh. So as long as the trail would have been happy for if someone did that to him after he took a knee, which I think he would have been, but I thought it was fucking hilarious the way he dove over, bro.
Okay. Walk out on stage, and genuinely, everyone, when Pat comes out, we're going to give him like a bit of a clap, and then we're just going to give nothing. Or not nothing, but quiet audience feeling. All right.
Welcome me out.
Say please welcome. No, because you have to welcome yourself.
Please
though.
welcome to the stage, Pat Clifton. Brisbane, how we doing tonight?
Woo!
I really appreciate you coming out. I think people who eat semi-dried tomatoes are impatient. Righto. I don't have any other jokes.
Just stalk.
So the other week I went to Reece Plumbing Shop to pick something up, and I was really dazed and confused, and I ended up just doing a shit in one of their display toilets. And the guy came over and said, "What the shit?" And it's because he was like, "What the hell?" But kind of, "What the shit?" You know what I mean?
Now try some crowd work.
My brother, how are you?
Good.
You here tonight with a partner or a
No.
no? Which way do you bat? Do you straight, gay?
Straight.
You're straight. Oh, well, your jumper says different, mate. That's actually pretty good.
Honestly,
That was actually pretty good.
when I did do the insults like that, it was like this. Say
Is your rainbow?
say the jumper again, and this is how they'd react whenever I made a slight fun dig at someone. This is how they'd
Well,
react.
your rainbow jumper would suggest otherwise, mate.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, you like the Minions, do you?
Yeah.
The movie The Minions? Is that why you're wearing them?
Yeah. Want to mind them?
They look like they're for 2-year-olds.
Ooh. Dude, and I'd be like, sorry, I didn't call him a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, right.
Like, I'd literally, like, there was this one guy, I thought it was so funny. He goes, I go, any gay men? And this guy puts his hand up and does this thing, the half. And I went, oh, fuck off, mate. Either suck a dick or fuck off. And
Hilarious.
literally everyone went, oh.
Oh, my God.
And then at that point, I was like, I don't care. I'm just going to keep being mean.
Yeah.
And I went, who are you here with? And he goes, my wife. And I went, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And I went, hey, love, did you know you've married a potential fag? Ooh.
Did they know you were gay?
Yes. Because I'd been doing stand-up for 35 minutes about, like, you know, I had one bit about being gay.
Yeah.
And they're just like, oh, like that. And I was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's tough.
And then I made another great joke, which I thought was hilarious. There was a couple at the back. I said, how long have you been together? They said, 10 years. I said, are you married? They said, no. I went, what the fuck are you waiting for, brother? Like that. Made a few jokes. Then like 20 minutes later, I went, yeah, anyway, I'm probably never going to get married. Fucking hell. Like fucking those two at the back.
Great callback.
Oh. I'm sorry, he's the loser that's not proposed to his fucking girlfriend of 10 years. Like, why am I the bad guy?
Yeah.
It was
Plus,
seriously.
it's a comedy show.
Thursday was fine. Sunday was fine. Those Friday night and Saturday night shows, if you're a You Wouldn't and you were there, A, you're a shit audience member, and B, sorry that you were surrounded by other shit audience members.
Tough.
And on that note, Brisbane, I am coming back to do shows in July because I sold them out, so please buy tickets.
It is hard, to be fair to other people in the crowd. If you're like the one or two people who find it really funny and no one's reacting, it is quite hard to be like the obnoxious laugher because then you're coming across as like the ha ha ha. Like,
it's tough.
You seem like the bit of the dickhead as well.
It's really tough.
So, benefit of the doubt there. Because someone who listens to this podcast loves your humour, clearly.
You'd hope. Or they just want to suck you dry.
Suck you dry.
Suck you dry.
Suck you dry.
I'm already dry, man. I got a fucking circed knob.
How is that knob going?
It's fine.
It's not a.
No, it is.
You still using Vaso? Why don't you just get lube, my brother?
Oh, sorry. I am. I thought that was like a cover for lube.
No, people just use Vaso, the old puberty blues.
That's for sex, I think, as well.
You get a Vaso handy, a Vandy.
I love a Vandy. But no, yeah, it's just been... and then there was this gay guy that was working the door that I had such a crush on. And the first night I was like, he hates me. And then I really brought it around and I was like, hell yeah, like this is awesome. And then on the Saturday after the worst show of my life, I was in the mood where I felt like joking about how bad the show was. But all of them were like, no, it was really good. And I was like, no, it was so bad. It was so bad. I was like, I'm just lucky I'm on floor 35 because, you know, I throw myself out the window. And they were just like, oh, no, Will, it wasn't that bad. And I'm like, I know. I was like, I'm
just having a bit of a laugh.
I was like, I'm kidding. Like, I just need someone to laugh with me, please, because I've just bombed so bad.
And now you're bombing again.
And now I'm bombing to these three cunts.
One who you want to suck off.
Yeah, they were just like, no, it was so good. And then I just kept trying to make jokes and they thought I was being serious. I was like, no, I'm the worst comedian ever. They're like, no, Will, seriously, you're not. Like, you're so funny.
Shit.
And I was just like,
We'll put a line through him then.
Yeah. I was like, okay.
He's not got your sense of humour.
No, but he was funny. He was nice. He was from Scotland. He was very cute. I wish I'd asked him out or something while I was there.
Well, the cunt didn't laugh at your jokes, so I don't
No,
think
he did during the show.
Oh, right.
He was actually a great audience member. He was one of the only few laughing. But anyway, Brisbane was a disaster. It was just an absolute fucking crock pot of shit. Not worth the flight.
Well, Brisbane's a shithole. We've discussed this.
It's actually, I love Brisbane.
Do you?
I like it as a place.
I don't really enjoy it.
I'd rather live in if I had to live anywhere other than Sydney,
Don't.
it'd be Brisbane.
You've always agreed with me how much you hate Brisbane, so
Yeah,
it's
but-
turned.
Yeah, because just the scenery is so nice there.
What? The Brown Snake River?
Now, that's disgusting, but like the hills. I love the hills. I love it around there.
Then Adelaide's more that.
Nah, Adelaide feels too small.
Fair.
Adelaide feels too not much happening.
Brisbane is growing on me. Maybe not as big as a shithole as I say.
Yeah, it's nice.
I'm going to Magic Round next year. That's what I'm doing.
Up in Brisbane.
100%.
I want to go.
I'm going.
You should.
Not a debate.
Not a debate.
Not a debate.
So
I'm
how many
going.
matches do you watch?
Well, there's 9. So they got the Women's State of Origin on before. But you don't, from what I gather, you don't just go sit at the stadium. So the beautiful thing about it is, you know, Caxton Street where we've done shows.
Caxton.
Where Lefties is.
Yeah.
So that at the end of that street is the stadium. So that whole area, and there's a pub called the Caxton, which is like the most famous rugby league pub. So like you kind of just venture between the stadium and there because it's like you step outside and you're there. You know what I mean? So you might go Saturday, watch the first game at 3, then you might not be interested in the second game, go to the Caxton, have some beers, go to another pub along the street, go back to the, you know what I mean?
Do you reckon you'll have some beers at Gather Round? Magic Round?
Yeah, maybe a couple. See how I feel.
What do you think about this as a thought process? When are we watching? Isn't there an NRL game happening up in the Central Coast?
Yeah, a couple of weeks.
How many weeks?
2 weeks.
Is it the 28th?
Shout out to Benno's the sick cunt. Hook me up with some ticks.
So it's the 28th of May.
20. We discussed. Aren't you away?
If it's the 28th, I'm in Melbourne.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Maybe it's before.
I think it is.
Maybe it's the 25th.
I think it's the 28th. I'm gone, bruh.
Laters. A lot of sports, but shout out to Jack Della Maladalana, if I've pronounced that correctly. Australia's newest UFC champ.
Whoa.
Yeah, and boy, did he fucking earn it. Holy shit. So, as you know, I'm just getting into the UFC.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, I'd actually never watched him fight. So, I'm a very, very much a casual fan who has been watching it properly seriously the last few times. And he was versing this guy called, I think, Bilal Muhammad or Muhammad Bilal, who's more like a wrestler. It's kind of like, fuck, if he gets him on the ground, he's going to wrestle him city, bro. Jack just pieced this cunt up. Like, couldn't get him to the ground. Just fucking pieced him up, bro. Such a good fight. And he's from Perth, Jack. And yeah, he's the fucking world champ.
Let's get him on the pod.
Sick cunt.
Let's get him on the pod.
Proper sick cunt. I'd love to. I'd love to get him on the pod.
I want to get the girth master on the pod.
Oh, you reckon?
What do you mean?
What are you going to talk about?
Porn?
Sure. Get him on the pod.
Wouldn't it be interesting?
I want to get Harry Garside on the pod as well.
To talk about how to wear a dress.
Talk about his boxing. So then last night, I'm really into my fighting at the moment. So there was a card on Sam Goodman, who's an Aussie, and then Harry Garside was also fighting, who I really like Harry Garside.
Yeah,
I interviewed him on our old podcast. And I was like, fuck, bruh. It was $50. And I was like, it's pretty steep for like an Australian boxing card. You know what I mean? That's a lot of money, bruh. Like for just an Australian boxing card. But I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Ended up winning money back, so I got it for free technically. But I was like, fuck it. What else am I going to do? I'll throw it on. I enjoy watching it. Bro, there was this heavyweight fight that on its own was worth the money. These cunts went fucking bananas, bro. No. You don't get it, bro. These cunts, like, fight of the year. Like, it was actually
just swinging shots.
Just, like, but technical. They weren't just throwing. So this is when it started, I turned it on. And the main event hadn't started yet, so it was free to air. You could watch it on Foxtel. And there was this Fijian bloke who come out to fight this other Sydney bloke. And this Fijian guy looked like he'd never boxed a day in his life. Like, he just swang for the hilltops, bro. Like, he was just it would have been hard for this other guy to fight who's like a proper boxer. He would just swing haymakers. There was no one in the crowd. And I was like, there's no way I've fucking wasted my money on this, bro. There's no way. Anyway, then the main event warms up. It was one of the best fights I've watched, bro. I swear to God. They just went nuts. So this guy in the black and white gets knocked down, gets fed. Like, you think he's out, right? You think he's done. The next fight, the next round, he just absolutely rocks this cunt. Everyone's up on their feet going nuts, and they're just two monstrous men just completely fucking each other up, bro. Like, look at this shit.
Yeah, that's gladiator
shit. It was so... And they did this for, like, the first 2-3 rounds. They took a while to warm into it. This was, like, the next 7 rounds, bro. They just went absolutely ham on each other. Like, can't believe one of them was still standing at the end.
They were both standing at the end.
They were both standing at the end. It was such a good fight.
Who won the fight?
The guy in the maroon.
Fuck.
Because I think he got a 10-8 round when he knocked him down. Anyway, and then Harry Garside won and Sam Goodman won, which was hectic. But I've been enjoying my fighting. I have been.
Would you want to get into it?
No, I wouldn't mind doing a fight like once in my life, like a proper boxing match. I wouldn't mind doing that. That'd be pretty fun. Maybe that podcast Royale thing. But bro, you know the cunts I'd be versing at my weight?
Fucked.
They were my weight, those guys.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine me and obviously I wouldn't be versing someone fucking...
You'd be smacked so down.
If I fought someone who was in the same position of me, hadn't done heaps of train, you know what I mean? Like, obviously I would train for it, but like didn't have a background in boxing, just wanted to have a crack, I'd do it. But if they were like, there's this cunt who's fucking done boxing as a hobby for 5 years and now he wants to have a fight.
Imagine you didn't realize this. Like, you're like in the zone. You're like, fucking hell. You're like round 3. You're like, fuck. You look up and Tiana's the ring girl for round 3. And you're just like, what the fuck? I didn't know this. And the guy organized it to get in your head.
Right. Then I'd cave him. Be pretty fun. It'd just be so, I don't know. Maybe it is just like a very manly thing.
Yeah.
But it'd be pretty cool walking out to a crowd of people.
It'd be sick.
Just fighting.
It'd be sick.
There's something about it that would be pretty
That'll
cool.
be me when Kyle doesn't fucking invite me to paddleball again.
Hey.
How about I watched Paul American?
What's that?
Jake Paul and Logan Paul's like reality TV show.
Oh, have they got one?
Yeah, and you'd be hard pressed to find a worse person than Greg Paul.
Is that their dad?
Yeah.
Really?
You would be hard pressed. He's dressed in his like cowboy hat and he's like sitting there and he's like, yeah, I'll say it like it is. He's like, I'm the fucking guy that's gonna say whatever the fuck he wants to say. And I don't give a fuck if it fucking upsets the woke.
Yeah, Greg.
That's his whole thing. He's like, yeah, these fucking woke ass bitches.
Fucking Greg.
These woke bitches.
Greg.
I'm just like, Greg, you did a kiss challenge. Remember he did like some kiss challenge?
I've never heard of Greg Paul.
He is one of the worst people I've ever seen in
never
my
heard
life.
of him.
I'm obsessed with how like horrific he is as a human.
Do you like him? Who do you like less, him or Tyson Fury's dad? Because I know you don't like Tyson Fury's dad.
No, Tyson Fury's dad seems like that there is a little bit of like human in him. Greg's dad, Greg Paul is legitimately like a horrible person. I just think Tyson Fury's dad is the cringiest guy.
John
that's ever
Fury's
lived.
almost got too much human in him. He just fucking lets it all out.
He's just cringe. Whereas Greg Paul is like,
I
oh
like
my
him.
God, you're like a bad person.
Right.
These left snowflake bitch pussies, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
That's what he's like.
Give him hell, Paulie. Give him fucking hell, mate.
There was that sex tape that went around of him.
I've never, hand on heart, I've never heard of him. I probably have hearing. Well, I don't like.
He's fucked in the
I
head.
got no idea.
He's actually fucked in the head.
about him.
Yeah, he's fucked in the head. Hotlines or nah?
Yeah. Hotlines, get your hotlines.
Go, chocolate.
Judy, I hope you guys are doing well.
Thank you.
Just quickly on the Megalodon chat, I'm completely convinced as well that there's Megs out there.
Thank you.
I was on the boat when the world record breaking cobia was bought. It was an 80-kilo fish, and you cannot tell me that there's not fucking sharks out there. Like, this thing was a fucking monster.
You
We
were
have a
on the
look.
boat?
Record-breaking
It was
cobia.
brought in on a 15-kilo tackle by an 18-year-old. It was absolutely fucking wild.
Whoa.
And you were on the
Anyway, love you
boat?
both. Love the pod. Catch.
I need to
That's
know more
amazing.
about this.
Yeah,
You were
sorry.
fish-
You're
are
just
you
playing
like
that
a
off
deep-
like it's so chill, bruh. Can you call in again?
Yeah, wait, what?
I need to hear the story. I need to hear the setting.
Is this your job, or are you just on a casual deep sea thing? Or
Also,
like,
I
what's-
want to hear your evidence as to why you think there's a megalodon, because it sounds like you are fucking of the ocean. So I want to hear like your experiences. Sorry, you've just played that off like it's a fucking regular day.
Well, I'll tell you what. You know that I'm dedicating my life to finding one, and I'd love to have you part of my research team.
That's the first member of the team.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. Holy.
Episode of, with
Wait,
Blake Pavey,
have we got the fish?
You're fucking.
Do you want to see the fish?
Well,
What?
like,
Kind of asked for it.
world record breaking cobia.
That's pretty big.
I was expecting bigger.
It's big, but it's not what would make me believe a megalodon exists.
But to be fair, if I saw that on a little boat and it's the size of a person, you'd start to think.
But a great white shark would eat that.
But I
Know
think
what I
what
mean?
she's saying is that's record breaking. Like, there's got to be bigger.
Right.
That's
It's
fucked.
look, don't get me wrong, it's big. It's real big.
Real big. All right, let's hear this.
Will, in that episode of with Blake Pavey, your fucking outfit, your black pants and your black button up and your fluoro hat, you fucking ate.
Thank
look
you.
So good. If old mate Sean, whatever his name was, doesn't let you bum the shit out of him, then he's
Hell yeah,
a stupid
sister.
fucking idiot. Also, it's categories, as if Pat can get away with baby fish and you can't get away with Babylon. It said names. Did not specify names of people, it just said names. So that's the name of a place.
Yeah, look,
Pat, you're really bad at categories. I'm sick of it.
I
Me? Hang on a second. Who the fuck are you? I've never lost. I've never fucking lost, mate. So shove that up your
I do want to say, I mean, like,
your nose.
it's very evident from all the response we got in the group chat on the poll. Like, I was
No, the
robbed.
poll I won. I won the poll.
No, you didn't.
Yes,
Yeah.
I did.
The Instagram poll. Yeah, I had a look. Pat still won.
But
Yeah.
the Facebook poll,
But the
won.
Facebook poll, I swear to down, I think I won too.
No.
It was close, but I think I won.
Yeah.
And I did, bro. Like, it's just what it is. Because the argument back to yours, you said it makes you get out of bed to stop it, but an alarm clock actually sits next to your bed and you just have to tap it. So it actually doesn't make you get out of bed.
No, but I'm saying it's such a good alarm clock, it makes you get out of bed. And
No, you said it makes you get out to turn it off.
look, here's my
But
thing.
you don't. But you don't have to get out of bed to turn it off. The reason I did it is because it makes you get out of bed to be a better person and realize that it's actually not that hard to step out of bed
Look,
being privileged.
whatever.
Hey, ready? My alarm clock's going off. Racial slurs. Burp. I tap it. It's off. I go back to sleep. Didn't even leave bed. You know
Here's
what I mean?
my thing. My thing is this. I don't have an issue with you.
I've got no issue with you, Will.
Here we go.
I don't trust Kyle as a judge in any form of anything. You're
But
not a
Toddler
good.
was involved.
Because you lose a lot.
You're a
That's
terrible.
That's the only
let
reason
me-
why.
You're a terrible categories judge, and you're a terrible Age Olympics judge. And for the next Age Olympics, I'd like to invite a you wouldn't to judge and officiate because
No,
I'm
because
sick
that's
of this
biased.
bullshit.
We're gonna play Shark Tank again in the Patreon.
No, we're not. In a later in this Patreon, I've got something exciting to show
Okay.
you.
He said he's so American. Oh God, why can't I?
It's Pete Clitty from Will Gibbs' Twitch streams.
Oh yeah, that's so funny.
On the 5K.
Thank you, my brother.
Fucking hell, mate. Using Strava is the biggest scam. They always make your times look better, make you think you run further.
Really?
All because they want you to use the app. So fuck Strava off, use Garmin. Fucking
Well,
pisses
use
me
both.
off when people post their Strava on their story thinking they've done well when it's just complete bullshit.
That's why I use both.
Really? What Strava's going? You ran 7Ks, lad. It's like
No,
dinner?
they always it tends to both. So what I do is normally I just use my Garmin and that Couch to 5K app, but then it was an actual the Couch to 5K tells you like it was normally minutes, but then when it got to the actual 5K, it's not minutes. It's just however quick you do it. You know what I mean? It's not like 20 minutes is up, stop running. So I was like, okay, I want two sources of things. So then I use Strava for that.
Right,
But now
okay.
I've linked my Garmin and Strava together, and I believe the Garmin data gets uploaded to Strava.
You're unbeatable now.
Yeah.
I don't think that Strava makes shit up.
Well, that's your opinion.
And I
Wait,
just looked it up.
Hey boys, I love the potty so much.
Thank you.
Tell me something I
need
don't know, bitch.
advice on something.
Sorry.
So sorry if it's a bit windy. So I met this guy on a night out,
Gorgeous.
and we exchanged every single detail, and we hung out the whole night. He followed my friend group everywhere.
Ooh.
Yep, and now he's leaving me undelivered. So I just need help on what to do. You guys are like my favorite people on earth.
Oh, I love her. I
You just,
hate
like,
that I said what I said
make
before.
my
I said
day.
tell me something I don't know.
She
bitch.
knows.
Yes,
Joking.
please give me advice. Thank you.
Look.
Oh. If you fucked on that night, then he got what he wanted. And that is unfortunate because that's how some men are. That's the vibe I think.
Well, that's just not like, yes, that's how some men are, but that's also just what sometimes happens on a night out. That's how some girls are comfortable with that too.
No, I know, but I'm just saying it like
It'd be different if he said, oh, if you come home with me, like it's not just going to be a one night thing, like I'll take you out and stuff, and then didn't.
No, but what
that's
she
different.
knows
but
how
if you
girls
just go
are.
home together and have a thing, then it's no one's real responsibility to
yeah.
guy or girl.
Yeah. I just think if it depends. I don't know if you guys did go home together and do the fooey moi moi, then you know you maybe that like he's just not interested anymore. I just think if you liked him, look for me, I'm never, no matter how badly I would want to root, I'm not on my own following someone's friend group around unless I was into something long term.
No, but you
or
got to
I was
realize
desperate.
You got to realize alcohol comes into the equation, and they're on a night out, and you just do fucking, you know what I mean? You know some of the places I've ended up from alcohol? Like you know what I mean? Like you just do
You're
random
not a
things.
very good gauge.
No, you do.
on
You just do. No, I didn't mean that sexually. I just mean in general. Like I sometimes I would hang out at people's houses who I hardly knew, which I'd never do sober. You know what I mean? Like it's just like a different thing when you're under the influence of alcohol. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like you go out and just do sillier things, or like you give a fuck less. Or maybe it was just like I'm enjoying her company. Maybe he was trying to sleep with you that night, and then it didn't happen, or it did happen. He's like, well, that's what it was. I just didn't, you know what I mean? He got to know you on the night, potentially thought he was going to get lucky. He either did or he didn't. Then he's like, I don't want anything long term. It was just a bit of fun on the night. Simple as that. No fault of your own. It's not it's no wrongdoing by you. It's nothing against you. But it would be different if you had a first date and it was all fun and well. But if you were out drinking and stuff, then a lot of the time it is just on that night, it was just a little bit of fun. Whether or not you slept together, whether or not you had good chats, you hung out. Like I've met guys who I've fucking spent the whole night with. You know what I mean? Like I've just met random guys on nights out and we've just had fucking so much fun. Couldn't tell you the cunt's name the next morning.
Yeah.
I think about him often.
I don't.
I can't remember one of them. But
guys, in the bean spillers. Speaking of ocean, I found this like a website where you can scroll.
Maybe that's
the deeper you scroll,
the more fucked it gets.
You see like what sort of creatures
This
live.
is your fear ladder.
Yeah, so we're going to explore what lives at what depth of the ocean.
Righto.
Thank you guys for listening. You're amazing. Get into yourselves, and if you haven't already,
bro.
Scissor your own minge.
Happy Friday. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe. Be responsible. Check in on your friends. Check in on your loved ones.
Check in on your friends and loved ones and send a nice text to someone. Say, hey, it's been a while. Just wanted to say your new hair looks awesome.
Thank you. I got a haircut.
Yeah, Pat got a haircut.
And if you're not doing too well, reach out to someone yourself and let them know. You know?
Yeah.
Have a vent. Have a rant. You never know what someone's going through.
Vent is fucking good, bro.
Fuck, a vent's good.
And you know what? If you need to, someone like, let's say the Uber Eats driver rocks up and he doesn't, he's delivered the wrong food. Fucking go to town on that cunt.
Nah.
Do
Do a Mustafa.
Nah.
Do a Mustafa and be positive,
what the fuck
bro.
do you mean my chips aren't in there? You fucking idiot. Take it out on someone who doesn't deserve it. See you later.
Love yous.
Love yous.